Good day, good people, and welcome to JJ Tech Tutoring. Good day, engineers. Good day, engineers. We're going to be doing medium transmission model, and then this time around, we're going to be working on T model. If you haven't checked my pi model video, you can just view my channel and go for pi model, or you can just search it under JJ Tech Tutoring. Then you will see how I solved pi, right? So I'm gonna solve this for you. If now you like my way of solving, you can thank me, pay me by what? Subscribe, only subscribe, and you can also hit a bell icon if ever you will want to be notified when I'm solving a lot of power system, power technology questions. Right, now here we are going to be deriving those ABCD components, parameters. Yeah, right. So first and foremost, I will have to show you our nodes. So the voltage that is across this is just V1, right? So this is our admittance, right? So we're gonna use we have got one current here, we have a current here, we've got a current here, and these things are divided into two, right? So now let's get to the business of the day. Right, now V1 is equals to the voltage that is across this plus the voltage that is here. Right, makes sense, right? So that means now we're gonna say IR multiplied by Z over 2 plus VR. Makes sense, right? Now going forward, we can look for IS, and we can just say this one is equation 1. We can go for IS. IS is equals to the current that is here plus the current that is there, right? So it's just this and that, right? IS is this current and that current. So it's plus IR. Right, now what is our IC? So it is just gonna be, since there is a voltage here, it's just gonna be V1 multiplied by 1 admittance, right? So plus IR. So this is just divide, right? Divide because it's current, so it's voltage divided by admittance, right? Then it's gonna be like this by this rule, right? So you know very well that will end up with V1 multiplied by Y. Right, now what is it that now we need to do? We can just substitute here. For V1, because you know very well we're V1 and we don't have to have it in our final equation. So we're going to take this here, right? So IR multiplied by Z over 2 is this one, Z over 2 plus VR Y plus IR. There is nothing to solve further here. We're just gonna simplify. There is nothing to substitute. We're just gonna simplify for this current IS, right? Then IR ZY plus VRY plus IR. Are we good now? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Right, now we need to just factor things out. VR is alone, so Y VR, then plus IR ZY divided by 2 plus IR, right? So we're gonna have Y VR, then from there we have to factor out IR, then we're gonna have ZY over 2 plus 1, right? ZY over 2 plus 1. So this is our equation 2, right? Now we need to just go for VS. Now VS is equals to the voltage that is here. It needs to end up with the voltage that is here and the voltage that is here. So it's this voltage and this voltage, right? and this voltage. So which voltage is that? This voltage is equal to Is multiplied by Z over 2, right? This is our voltage, Is multiplied by Z over 2, right? So we're going to have Is Z over 2 plus V1. Then what do we do? Vs is equals to, then we can do what? We can substitute this Is here. And what? And this V1 here. Then we will be done, right? So Is is equals to, let us just take it when it is somewhere here. I think that's where it's gonna be perfectly solved, right? So, but okay, it's fine. YVR plus ZY over 2 plus 1 IR, right? Then all multiplied by Z over 2 plus VR. V1 is what? V1 is, no, I think we have to first solve it without V1, then we'll go for V1 because it's going to complicate things, right? Now, Z over 2 YVR plus ZIR over 2 all into it's going to be Z squared Y and will give us 4, right? Then from there we're going to take it where? Here. So it's going to be ZIR over 2, because now we're multiplying it by this. Then V1, right? Then V1. Now it's going to be Z over 2 YVR. Now we don't have anything that we have to do a common factor and all. Then let us check this. So plus Z squared IR Y over 4 plus ZIR over 2 plus, now let us just add our V1. Our V1 is IR Z over 2 plus VR, right? Now maybe we will find a common factor, I do not know. Maybe we'll find like terms, I do not know. But have you seen like terms so far? Have you seen them? Have you seen something that we have to add? Have you seen that? Now if you have, that means you are correct, because this is the one, right? So we're gonna say ZIR divided by 2 plus ZIR divided by 2. What is it that it's gonna give us? 2 ZIR. Then cancel. So this is gonna be ZIR. Correct. You guys are very good. Right, now Z over 2 YVR plus Z squared IR Y divided by 4, then plus ZIR plus VR. Right, you know, I was supposed to just simplify this in my head and write it down. You know, I forgot that in most cases when you're doing this, you should be doing your final year. And why am I spoon-feeding final year students? I'm kidding. Let us continue. Right, now we have got VR. We have got VR that is seem to be alone and bored, right? But then otherwise we have VR here. VR here. We can take this to the same side and do the factorizing. Right? Now Z over 2 Y VR plus VR, then plus Z squared IR Y divided by 4 plus ZR. Right, now we're going to factor out VR. So we're going to have Z over 2 Y plus 1 VR plus Z open brackets ZIR, no, not IR, we're factoring it out. We're just going to have Y divided by 4 plus 1, then we're going to have IR here. How did we get there? We factored out this Z, it's here, and we left 1, so it's ZY over 4 plus 1, then we're going to have IR, right? So this is our equations. These are equations, right? So we can just write them both. Vs is equals to Z over 2Y plus VR plus 1, or VR, then plus here, right? It makes sense now. Then ZY plus 1 over 4 here, then IR here, right? So this is our voltage equation, right? Then our current equation, Is is equals to Where is our is? Is equals to YVR plus ZY over 2 plus 1 into R, right? So in T model, guys, when you're solving it during your exam, just know that A and D should be the same, right? A and D should be the same, and there should be 4 new denominator, right? So that means now your A is equals to Z over 2 Y plus 1. Then your B is equals to ZY over 4 plus 1. Then your C is equals to Y. Then your D is equals to Z over 2 Y plus 1. So these are the same, right? These are the same. So that's it, guys. That's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, right? VR plus BIR. IS is equals to CVR plus DIR, right? So that's it. So when you are doing your mesh, your matrix, but you won't do it. You won't need to do it, right? So it's just gonna be A, B, C, and D, right? So that's it, guys. That's it, guys. That's it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, right? So that I can keep on giving you this kind of content, right? So I'm not sure if I will be giving you until honors, masters, or you electrical engineers. I'm not sure if this also applies to other engineerings, but what I know is that if you're doing electrical engineering, there is no way you don't need to know how to solve transmission lines, because come on.